Hey y'all, this is Brett, and today I want to talk about some really great salt substitutes that you can use to help you to get away from like table salt or even sea salt. That's been extracted from the sea, and so it's not in perfect balance with all the other minerals. It's just pure sodium, and when you reduce the sodium, that's going to help you to lose weight because salt makes you retain. And hopefully you know that, and so if you're having water retention or a lot of fat retention build up on your body, then if you reduce the amount of sodium, it'll help you to get rid of that. And eating seaweed, this is Dulse. Dulse is my favorite and like the ultimate miracle salt substitute. It's so salty, but it's in perfect balance with all the other minerals because it's a whole plant, a sea vegetable. And you can buy it at Maine Coast Sea Vegetables in Maine, seaveg.com. And I buy it by the pound, and I like the leaf version versus the granular. Just tastes better, hasn't been processed as much. And I'll just add it to salads, I'll add it to stews, whatever, cooked foods, and it tastes really salty. So if you add too much, you're going to still be eating a lot of sodium. Now, another good substitute is something like this already in a container that you can just sprinkle on the foods while they're cooking. And it's got kelp in it. Kelp has a lot of iodine. Iodine is required for your thyroid, your good thyroid function. And if you consume like Morton salt, table salt, that's got synthetic iodine in it. Don't do that. See, these are the things that encourage us to cook at home more and more. Because like the old saying goes, where you can do it yourself, it's always better. Is that how it goes? If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. Here's another one. This is from Maine Coast Sea Vegetables. The other one is a Bragg's product. Good old Paul Bragg. There he is. Look at that. There's Paul and Patricia. Okay, so this is from Maine Coast Sea Vegetables, and it's got like the triple blend, 3 kinds of sea vegetables, including this one, sea lettuce. All of these are really great salt substitutes. Now, additionally, there are some vegetables that are really good for you that are great salt substitutes. And like spinach and beet tops and chard. But those all have a lot of oxalic acid in it, So if you're having bone problems, you may not want to consume too much of those because oxalic acid supposedly does not allow for calcium retention and formation. That doesn't mean that those are bad foods. Just for some people. You have to look at your own situation in all regards and know what you need. And so when you consume foods, when you cook foods and you consume foods that don't have any added sodium in them, as in like an extracted sodium from, say in Utah, where I'm from, where they have salt plants out by the Great Salt Lake, the Morton Salt Factory out there, where they're just digging it up right out of the earth. That hasn't been created by a plant. That's what you want. You want food, salt, sodium, that's also mixed in with all the other minerals that's been extracted from the earth by a plant. That's the best. But bear in mind, we aren't perfect. And so my theory on sodium is this, that the less perfect you are, the more you need to add extracted salt to your diet. And so you can also do this. Tamari sodium. Now this is with no wheat in it. I highly recommend that everyone get away from gluten, even those that aren't sensitive to it, because eventually you will get sensitive to it, because it's going to clog your digestive system with that sticky, gummy stuff. And some people will actually eat Satan. It's actually called seitan, I believe, which is actually pure wheat gluten. It's a meat substitute. But I call it Satan because that's what it is. It's hell. It's the most allergic food, that and dairy, on the face of the earth. Wheat and dairy are the two foods that human bodies reject more than anything else. So, anyways, I hope that you got something great from this video, which is to reduce your extracted salt consumption. Sometimes it's hard to get the words out. But your sixth chakra will do better if you consume plenty of seaweed. And I don't recommend that you consume that seaweed that's coming out of the Japan Pacific area at this time. It's going to be a long time before that's safe again. Thanks a lot for joining me.